Alright, so I wanted to make that video usual for my Debian installation on my virtual machine, but I'm stuck here on my laptop. So that is an MX 23.6 and it's a Bookworm version, which is very, very nice. I still had an update coming in today, they call it security update. I'm always looking into this because I don't want to get some Trojans put in, right? Because that's how they get it. If you set things to auto update, that's not a good idea. Because if they want to get you the age verification, I mean, MX made a very nice statement, so that's not going to happen, which is good because it's total nonsense, right? And yeah, so back to the story. So the easy one first, that is Redshift. So I installed Redshift, like most of us like to do, because saving our eyes, right? So now if I start Redshift here, let me see, I go Redshift, I'll click this up, and you can see all the circle here, right? Where's my Redshift? Here, and it circles, nothing's happening. So if I click on it and say info, it can't find anything. I don't want to install geo something, because that's again something which is looking for my location, and I do not want that. I want to have as little spy stuff on me as possible. It has never not been meant to be spy stuff, but everything now gets abused. That seems to be a normal thing to do. So you see we have that, nothing really works. What we got to do, and I will put that in the description, the first thing is where I look up, let's say Chicago, Illinois, US, GPS coordinate Chicago. So I found this and it shows me latitude 41.85003, longitude minus 87.65005. So I got that, and what we got to do is, here we go. I had to, for you guys, I deleted mine so that I can show you how to do it. So hold on, we make it big so that you can read it. But anyway, I'll put that, just in case, I'll put that in the description box, then you have it easier. Click, 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 click. Select, close. So now you can see it better, right? You know what, let that clear up. Clear, doink. So now I go again. So sudo nano and then this weird thing /config /redshift.conf. So if I fire this up, there is none, of course. And I put that here as 2. So this is Chicago. So all we got to do is copying this into here. Oink. Sounds, yeah. Looks good. Click. That's how it looks when we copy it in, right? Location dash provider equals manual, and then the manual one, or not manual, latitude, longitude. Then I go Control X, Y, doink. Yeah, I mean, nobody fainted here because I didn't use Vim, so you're all safe. I used Nano. Right. So if I close now this, because it doesn't show me anything, right? It's dead, Jim. So we close that. Yeah, with an error message. Now we go again and say Redshift. We click on Redshift. And Duran, look at that. I've got longitude, altitude, period, daytime, status enabled. So now it has everything it needs to do. And when the sun is setting, you get a little bit more red in it. Let's see. I think I can suspend. Oh, no, I don't want to suspend it. I wanted to. I can't make it just happen, which is sad. I don't want to suspend it. Info, yeah. So you would have to use auto start, doink, and then it auto starts automatically. And if not, you have to put it into the auto start. It should. And so now all of a sudden I've got my coordinates. So I put the whole thing with that here in the description. So you just sudo nano config redshift blah blah blah. Add this here, yeah, copy paste, save it, and then you got that. Alright, that's the Redshift problem sorted. And yes, I'm procrastinating with my taxes. And as you know, I use lots of Flatpacks here, which are everything. I try to stay with the ecosystem the distro is providing here. Yeah, that is Bookworm, Debian. And to be honest, all these how do you say that? Everybody who tries to put or tries to categorize any distro, any Linux version into a politic system. These guys have contributed, let's say, nothing in the last 30 years. They just got all of a sudden some money coming in, they're talking nice, and they're so great, and they're making propaganda, and well, then they sneak into positions, and all of a sudden everything is political instead of Linux has never been political. This is a hoax. This is an oxymoron. This is people working for people. There is no nationality. There is no skin color. None of this exists. This is humans working for humans. There is no left and right either. And in the whole world is no left and right. If you believe this, you're totally fooled. That's just to split you up and fight each other so that the crime legislation can be pushed in. Right? Divert smoke screen. Divert your interest. TikTok, click, 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 swipe, 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 swipe. So that's how they break your focus too. That's called DDoS attack in a computer language, isn't it? Yeah, you hammer on a computer so many information until it breaks, and then you get in. Oh, okay. What does that mean? Oh, yeah, okay. All right then. So. And I took the liberty to install. I worked with Xmind a long time, and I haven't used it for a long time either. But what I want to do, here, just as a hint. So I have a NAS, it's called Duo. I have a NAS called Discovery. I'll make it smaller. I have a NAS called Orville. And as I was distro hopping for NASes, so NAS operating systems hopping, yes, I did it. I know you can't believe it, but I did. How do I move this? Ah, yeah, here, okay, with the middle click. So you can see on Duo, you can zoom in, I just have forgotten how to do that. Is that with zooming? No, oh no. Is that with control zoom? No. Okay, I have to look that up again. However, so Duo has ISOs, and that's 2 terabytes. Something called MeTube photos, Nextcloud syncing, family videos, music, VirtualBox, VMs, and is having some backups, which are some drop-ins, like the Thunderbird backup, what I do, right, with a terminal. So I have a folder here called Thunderbird, and then everything's in there. Duplicati, that's also doing lots of those too. Then I've got a Nextcloud VM running on Duo. That's an Unread server, by the way. And there I got notes, address book, calendar. And files. So let's say that way for now. So cloud is what I use on my phone, for example, external. Yeah, I mean it's locally, so I'm not having anything exposed to the internet. It's local all, because I just synchronize everything when I come home on my wireless network, and I go on no other wireless network. Or what I'm supposed to do, they're catching something. Then I've got Discovery. That is a Synology NAS, and you can see I've got. So I had this working first on my phone. So everything what I'm using is in a cloud. That means I carry it around with me, or I use it, let's say. So I got photos, family videos, like my photos from my phone get backed up to Discovery. There's also a photo viewer. Yeah, they have a photo up, which is nice too. Family videos, music, calendar, address book, Synology Drive, and notes, which is files, right? And notes is notes. So that's what I want to have here. That's almost everything. Maybe even not a VM, but with Docker. Having Docker running network Nextcloud or something. I'm considering that. I had it before. It's a weak one. It's a DS218 Plus. So that's not a powerhouse, but has an Intel CPU with quick sync. So that's nice. In case my family videos wouldn't play, then the little CPU doesn't have to do the hard work. The QuickSync can do it, no? Yeah, you know what I mean. Right. So, Orville is also Synology, but that is a DS418J. That is an ARM version. It's very weak, but it has 4 drives, 4 terabyte drives. This has now 2 8 terabyte drives. This has 4 terabyte drives. And this is purely meant to have backups. I mean, in a moment I still have some music there. I've got virtual boxes, I've got photos. And you can see I've got the same photos, family videos, music on the Discovery, and I have the same on Duo. So I want to centralize that. I can't have it on everything. What I wanted is all these things with the cloud, I want them on Discovery. Because there's not much to do, right? You copy it on one time there, and if somebody wants to watch photos or family videos, that's all right. And then Orville is meant to be a pure backup machine, right? I want backup only. That's what I want for this. That's all it got to do, because it has no power, and it doesn't need to have any power. But it's a good machine to catch backups. And Duo is, as I said, I've got 2 terabyte on ISOs, which is a lot, and I think I found even more. I found Debian 6 ISOs, and holy moly. And yeah, even all very, very old MX versions. So, and Ubuntu, of course, and things like that. So I have to make order here. So that's how I do usually organize things, because you see, we start usually with little things and say, yeah, okay, oh yeah, I've got photos, this, and then, all right, let me see, tools, view, zoom in, zoom out, but how do I zoom? No. Oh yeah, drill up, drill down. I don't know if that works. So, if I say Shift F6, didn't work. F5? No. Might be a paid version of a function now. That is pretty sad. Yeah, seems to be gone. Because you could usually go in and then you would only see Duo in this side here, and it would all change. Well, so and if I say this, fit selection. I'm just playing around. I haven't used it for quite some time. Yeah, okay, see. So what I selected is then shown here. That's not too bad either. So what I can do now, so that makes it a bit easier, right, to see what I got. So ISOs, and later I can sort out what I really throw away, because I tried some very, very old ISOs. They're not doing it anymore. There is no updates. Bookworm, you sorted till 28, which we shouldn't have anymore. I think it's going all down the drain here. So I always say it's either rapture or you get killed. So, well, this is it. That's how things are for now. So that's what I got here. And I would have loved, but you can't, not drill down. Oh yeah, look at that. That's what I meant. So you can do it. So you just have to select what you want to drill down. And with F6 I did it. And I think F5 gets me out of it. Is it true? Shift F5? Oh, Shift F6. Okay, Shift F5. Wasn't it F6? Doink. Shift F6. Control F6. Okay, let me see. I have a photographic memory. Drill down. F6. It didn't do it. It doesn't matter. But you see, you can. And then it becomes more, because this becomes more complex. Right? Later comes in here, copied to discovery. Yeah, like that. So when I move it all over, so that I know what did I do? And then whatever I want to move here, this might go to TARDIS. You see, I haven't put TARDIS on here. Copied to TARDIS. TARDIS is also an Unread server, which I had OMV first there. And I'm going to run, I've got a few very old 8 terabyte hard drives which throw errors out, and Discovery, Zonolli said, oh no, this is a critical thing. So I just use a few of them, let's say 3, and run them as a mirror. So I've got 3 drives helping each other out. And if one really, I mean, they all have different errors, right? So I hope that that random will help me, that ZFS is smart enough to keep these things alive. And to be honest, if I lose the old ISOs, who cares? MeTube is lots of little YouTube videos I have, some tutorials, and they're also not that important, because you can get them anytime, whenever you want. And so that can go on the old on TARDIS, right? So I just go here, copy here, paste it here, doink. So then that has to go to TARDIS, and anything else. I will find stuff I can put there, right? So, and TARDIS is my last reserve, so that should be, almost the red zone, because you don't know if it survives, right? So, that is that. Oh yeah, look, I think you can click on this. Yeah, look at that. Doink, there it is. So, because things become very quick, very complex, because you might add more meat on the bones here. And then it's very nice if you can just drill down here, like this. And what was that you can say fit map? Fit map? Fit selection? No, fit map. There we go. See? Was there a shortcut for it? No. Fit map, no, would have been too easy. So, but you see, it fits nicely in, and then it becomes more obvious. So later you might even say, okay, music. Old music collection, let's say music from my wife, music from me, so it has to get become available, right? Let's say this is going for wife here, so wife, okay, and she needs to have it on her phone. So that means she should have something like, what can we look at it? Is it called ultrasonic or something? Let me have a look here. Let's say we call it, she runs ultrasonic, let's say ultrasonic, like that. And family videos, photos, also wife. And you could say, for example, here, do I spell wife right? I don't know, it looks so weird. I better delete that. So, but you can also say that her music is in a different folder, because we have a very different taste, I guess. I can't spell anymore, you know what? I need now a few hundred megawatt. It's wife, no? Isn't it? Wife beat. Oh yeah, okay, I'm doing it right here. I tell you, man, my brain. So, phone ultrasonic, yeah, for music, for the wife, for the phone, and let's say she has also, no, not that. Let's say she has, for here I must do it then, okay. No? Like that, okay, now she has an iPad, but we don't buy any more, that's very old stuff, and we're not running any of those. Because I had a mini iPad, which I used for navigation for my plane, and all of a sudden it was locked. I haven't done anything with it, it's just, Apple thought it's a good idea to lock my iPad. I use it for navigation. Well, we still have VOR, so and maps, so we're not left alone. But yeah, there it was gone. And I used my weight and balance to use bought an app for it and used it there too. But no, so Apple is out. So Microsoft never really existed to me. So yes, I had XP, I had 3.11 first. That was, oh dear me, they only copied stuff. They never invented anything. And everybody knows that just doing bad stuff. Everything is spy, steal data. All right. So yeah, and that can get more complicated, right? So subtopic, topic. Oh yeah, that came here by chance. So then she has an iPad, and so you can even make it different later. You can make another map and then a floating topic, insert, subtopic, topic before. Where's a floating topic? There's a way to make a floating topic. Can you? No, it doesn't want to float. So for floating topic, I think you have to change the style here. Format, image, marker, themes, notes. Oh no, that's the whole thing. We don't want that. Oh yeah, here. So let's say if we go here, central topic. Where's the floating stop? Floating topic. Some topic style in the map have been modified from the themes default. Do you want to keep the custom style? So I'd rather keep it. I don't change it yet, but you can make a floating topic in if you need to. Or you can create another map, and then you can link this map to this here that you click on, and then the next map gets opened up. Of course, input method, no. Insert, topic array, boundary, relationship, I don't know. So hyperlink. So you can put in a hyperlink in here, and then you just open another map. However, okay, you can do lots and lots of things. So it's pretty neat. So that's what I use when I start organizing things, because they get very quick complicated. Right? So okay, so that's how it is. And you can see, look, it's what was a fit map. So now I've got the whole map in, and you can see, because look, it gets very small. That's not a good idea. So you just zoom in whatever you need. So if I go in backups, for example, I really want to try this here. F6, no. Oh yeah, okay, I've got these FN buttons here. Well, so and then we say fit selection. Doink. Oh, that's too big. Or we can just go. So. There was floating central topic. Ah, yeah, see, there you have a float. I knew you can do it. So you make a floating topic here. Then you can zoom in there too if you have certain things to do, to add on or something, right? So you can go here and then start the same thing. No? So that's how it goes. Exactly. Floating topic. Okay, because it's a sub thing, I guess. Where did I find floating topic? Because I have one, most likely that's why I can't have a second one, can I? I don't know how I just did it. Let's delete it and then let's have a look. Insert. Subtopic, topic, I don't know. However, so sometimes you can do it and sometimes you can't. Maybe it doesn't let me do it from here. Input method, no. Copy style, duplicate. Subtopic, no. Relationship. So we might have to go out of here. Where was the floating topic? You know, we had one, right? I just made one. So I have to look into it because I haven't used it anymore for a long time and I have to get used to it again. And I will. So I can just... Oh no, I can't. Okay, it would be too easy. However, that is that because you can see it becomes very quick, complicated. Of course, some people might have here, we call it TV. Yeah, some people have the TV stuff going. Oh, I never make mistakes. The machine made a mistake here. So some have TV stuff going on here, and then they have movies, like that, right? And then I don't know what they're using, jellyfin or something, and then it goes again goes to that, and whatever, right? So, and things get really complicated because some people might even go putting efforts in movies like crime, war movies. I mean, you just have to watch TV nowadays or YouTube videos. It's all full. Well, Babylon system at work, and yeah, it helps you to get organized. No, so if I put FN F6, yeah, there it goes. You see, now I can insert and topic. No, that did not work. Can I? Okay, see, I made it. I couldn't detach it. So now it's a floating topic. So the way I did it is, oh dear me, delete. So I made one here, click, and I just pulled it out. And now I have a floating topic. So it's pretty neat. That's why I really like this Xmind stuff. It's for free. Lots of functions. Some functions don't work. I use that with a timer and stuff like that, almost like a gun chart. And so pretty nice. Really good stuff. I like it. So I don't want to make a long video, and I wanted to make a video yesterday, but it was so late. I said, no, it's too late. I'm not doing it anymore. So that is that. I would just say, oh yeah. So in the beginning, you won't have access. It will be very difficult to save anything. So what you got to download is or install is that FlatSeal. That is, of course, that is from FlatHub, right? You FlatSeal, and you see I changed here on it. I added all user files, and added home Dirk. That's me, of course, my knowledge drive. So now you see that it says. I changed by the user. Changed by the user. So that was me, the user. I'm user. I'm using it. And then I could save my Xmind map in my Synology drive. So that's the thing you should have. Of course, you can go in whatever you want here for that. You might need extras here too, extra folders, access to it. So set all home folders, it should do it automatically. Here it's on, and at Xmind it wasn't, so I had to switch that on. And just in case I added this too. I wasn't sure if it works or not, I just don't take any chances. So that is that, and you can see I've got Bamboo Studio. FlatSeal is that program here where you can alter locations and things like this. Joplin from here, lossless card, Prusa slicer, Q nodes. Because with that I could import my Joplin notes and drop them into my Nextcloud notes folder. Session is a must-have. Signal, that's for the lazy family. Usual simple. XChat is the best, in my opinion. The best I've found so far. And I don't think there's anything topping it. And Xmind. There might be still some more coming, so I try to make a list that I can, when I install a new computer, that I can just copy paste, and I've got everything running. Because earlier or later they will boycott our computers far more, because one of the Klaus Schwab's monkeys said so. We shouldn't have computers. You know, they know it all. And I just get ready that I have everything I want to have. And when they close everything, I really don't care much. I got everything installed I want. And if you don't have many computers, not a big deal. Use virtual machines, right? And copy, paste them, bake them up and everything. And as I said, here from this laptop, I made my Calculate Linux with RescueZilla, and I did the same with that installation here. I updated that, I backed it up with RescueZilla, and then of course it went on to Orville on my backup machine. Alright, that's that, so I can close this now. And you see, I got my picture back. I just need a blue sky. I mean, this was the sky color usual. This is still haze. That's all haze from the spraying. So the sky looked like this usual. That was nice. Alright, I think I've got the terminal still on super big. Yeah, so I put that back to normal. So everything I did, I put it in. I don't put the link in for Xmind, but you know it's Xmind 8. Don't go for the 20. I mean, yeah, the Bookworm version doesn't want to have from MX 2025, so we were missing libraries. But the Xmind 8 installs just fine. So, click. I think 12 looks good, no? Yeah, good enough to me. Alright, that is that. I hope that video helps. I mean, first for the Redshift people, and if you have any program, any project, let's say, and the project is everything what has more than one task, right? Because all of a sudden that thing blows up and then you have to keep everything in mind, and then, yeah. It's like time management and project management. You need a proper app to help you go through that you don't have to keep everything in mind. I have a pretty good memory, and but still it's easier to, because I need my memory for other tasks, right? So now I can forget what I wrote here in that map. If I go back organizing, I just pop it up, and then I just look at it and say, oh, okay, where do I want to focus on? So undo. What do I have? The double, right? So it has to go to discovery. So I could make this with different colors. So I could maybe, I don't know if I can change the color. Can I change the color? Let's see. That's the outliner, curve, thinnest. Where's the color here? I want a color. That's the writing color. Map. It's not round, isn't it? They call it round. Okay, they call it round. And it's bluish. Oh, these are ugly colors, I tell you that. Oh, it's just the outlining. Oh, that doesn't look good. I wanted the background. Where's the background here? Shape, border, numbering, line, text, my style. Oh no. They don't let me do it. However, now I'm clicking out of here. Like I said, I load this up. Here it is now 12:30. And I load this up, and then I have to make food for my little dog and for myself. So if my wife is not coming down this weekend, then there will be more videos coming. And if she's coming down, there's nothing happening till Monday. And so we will see. I might even make another one, and if my wife comes, then I'll load it up on Saturday or something. Alright, we'll see what I do. I hope that helps you guys. So I'm clicking out of it here for now. Yes, I want to save it. Bye bye. So, yeah guys, this is it. I'm going out of here, and you see, this is Bookworm, and Bookworm goes click, 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 run, no crashes, no weird things going to happen. It is just nice, very, very, very nice. So, yeah, I still have the latest versions, the same from Debian, of Debian 6 running too. A Linux Lite 7.8, I think I have that still too, but that's not on virtual machines. This is my laptop, my go-to machine where I need it to work. I don't have time to fix things. right? I mean, I don't call little things like Redshift fixing. That's nonsense. That is just, see, now we have it working. It's all good. I just have to change it from Chicago to so that it works in my area. All right, guys, I'm out. See you next time. Bye-bye.